Hi, it's been a minute, and I want to talk about my CD collection because I have a lot of them and I want to talk about them. When I was a kid, my grandma had a boombox, like a really crappy one. Like, you press the little thing and the thing slowly comes up and you put the CD in. And I used to start collecting CDs. That was like the real first way I got into music. In a way, was just to buying random CDs or listening to what she had around, that kind of thing. Mainly just buying them. Obviously, though, as I've gotten older, vinyl is my preferred method of collecting and like listening to music. It's just cooler. Like it's bigger. You know what I mean? So it's like that. I just prefer that. The booklets, the pamphlets, like all the shit you get with a record is just so much cooler than than a CD. Obviously, and also like the best analog cut of an album is gonna sound better than the best digital cut. Like everybody knows that. Um, but again, CDs are practical. You can put them in your car. You can put them anywhere. They're convenient, and they're a really nice way again to really get into music. Not that it's like cassette, CD, vinyl kind of is, but obviously it doesn't really, because CDs are an incredible method and like they're incredible. They're durable. They're wonderful. And that's why I have a lot of them. A lot of these are gifts, but a lot of them I got throughout the years, and I wanted to talk about them. And I guess I'll start with the first one that meant the most to me growing up, which is the very best of Prince. I don't remember where I bought this. Probably like at a Best Buy or something when I was a kid. Probably like 10 or 11, maybe 12. No, like 10, 11. And I mean, there's some songs here that like I don't know what the hell I would have been doing listening to them at like 10 or 11, like Sign of the Times, for example. Like those a lot of that was probably going over my head. But I feel like now you know what I mean. They've become look at this track list by the way, incredible. If you can kind of see it, if not search it up, you know. But like what a fucking like what a great comp. I'm not a huge fan of compilations because I like the idea of like a studio album that's like curated by the artist, but like dude, what an incredible like way to introduce myself to his music. He's honestly the goat. I mean, obviously there's like Dylan and McCartney, but they don't count. So he's like the goat. Like definitely the goat of pop music and any kind of R&B and that kind of thing. He's incredible. Um, and I mean, I don't know. It meant a lot to me to put that on the boombox that my grandma had and like I don't know, like write poetry, like read and shit. Ignore my cat, by the way, if you can hear her. Um, Next up, I wanted to show one that I got not that long ago, which is, if you couldn't tell, I'm a very big fan. It's the Twin Peaks soundtrack. Um, I can't remember how I got this. Either somebody that I know saw it and I was like, yeah, buy it for me or whatever, I think. But either way, I mean, one of the most important soundtracks of all time. Still, like, I mean, just incredible. The whole show, I mean, Fire Walk with Me is like one of my favorite movies ever. I love the show. Need to finish it though. I'm on the end of season 2 and I need to do season 3, which, I've had people say is like the best thing like that's ever happened to humanity. So, and I don't doubt it. But the soundtrack is incredible. I mean, again, like Laura Palmer's theme, of course. I know it's like kind of trending right now. Audrey's dance is great though. Into the night, like there's a lot of these, and the Julie Cruz stuff is incredible. I will say though, the main theme, like just the show's theme, is my favorite. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. Every time I start an episode, I hesitate to skip it. I just let it play every time because it's so like, it's beautiful. It's incredible. Next up is another recent one that I think I got thrifting, and it's the Love album. Technically speaking, I haven't heard this, but technically, I did watch it. I did. I was in Vegas and I saw the show, so I mean that counts. The transitions from song to song is like some of the most insane shit ever. What do you want? I know George and Giles Martin were involved with this, and I mean, it sure as fuck sounded like it from hearing it in person. Really wish I could see that show again. But again, it's nice that we have like the actual just the audio of it just readily available. Um, I'm gonna go for another one that I got as a kid. It came in a 2 pack. It was this. It's Michael Jackson's 2001 album Invincible. Obviously underrated as fuck. A great album. It's got a couple weak spots, and it is his worst album, but it is still a good album. It's still a Michael Jackson album, nonetheless. It came with Off the Wall, which for a lot of people is his best album. I stand by Thriller, but it is an incredible record. Probably his second best, maybe, probably. It's definitely not bad. No offense to Bad. I like Bad a lot, but I mean, yeah, Unbreakable, Insane Heartbreaker. I feel like this album was really ahead of its time. In a lot of ways, it's just too long. Like a song like 2000 Watts could have cut. Speechless could have cut. Like there's some ballads and there's some songs. Privacy as well. Like, You know, don't walk away is fine. Cry is pretty good. Honestly, there's some of the back half it kind of slogs, but again, the first couple tracks, Invincible, Break of Dawn, Heaven Can Wait, You Rock My World, Butterflies, Speechless. Again, like it's all right. Whatever happens is great. It's a bit of a messy album, but it's an album that I hold pretty near and dear. And I mean, the estate hates it, like his own estate. Like, good luck finding this on vinyl. I'm serious. Like, go look. Good luck. It's fucking like crazy. Um, Next up is one that I bought recently. I guess it was like a year or two ago, probably, but like in the grand scheme of CD buying for me recently, which is of course is "This It" by The Strokes, seminal debut. I mean, I don't. It's just. I mean, come on, you know what this album is. Um, it's got. I mean, you look at this track list. This is it. Incredible. Someday, last night. Hard to explain. For a lot of people, including like some close friends of mine, it's like a 10. For me, it's maybe like an 8. You know what I mean? It's a great album. Hopefully, one day it reaches that kind of point. I do prefer Come Down Machine, um, a bit. It's on the same quality as Room on Fire. And obviously, I mean, the new abnormal, or no, the new normal. What I forgot. I'm forgetting it right now. I have it. I have the record of it, but that album's also really good. But this is still like, I mean, incredible. This is like, the Strokes are probably like the most important bands to come out of New York since like the Velvet Underground, maybe Television, maybe. But I think it's the Strokes, and this album is it. And I had to have it, but I didn't want it enough on vinyl, so I was like, yeah, this is like $7. I'll take it. The next one's kind of kind of funny. It's the last Brockhampton album. I've never heard this album, but I only bought it because it came in that bundle. That one right there, that bundle with the shirt. I still have the shirt. I don't really wear it. I think it has paint on it. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably do this at some point. It's just like a Kevin Abstract record, and from what I understand, not really a great one. Of the last couple albums they put out, but fuck it, I'll have to do it. Um, Next is yet another David Lynch. Funny enough, I'm only missing 2 movies in his filmography, including this one, of course, which is Nine Inch Nails backed. I think Lou Reed also helped with this or something. I don't know, but I know it's Nine Inch Nails pretty much all the way. Um, and I really want to watch this already. I for one of my sound design classes, we had to do one of the scenes from this movie. The scene where again, I haven't watched the movie, so it's the scene where the creepy old guy, comes up to him and the music kind of goes and it's him and the guy and he's like, call my phone, and he's like, what are you doing in my house? That whole scene. And it's really good. I'm only missing this and Eraserhead, believe it or not. I've seen Wild at Heart. I've seen The Elephant Man. I've seen everything. At this point, he's like my go. And in terms of film, he is. There's competition though, but he's like, I mean, he captures something that's incredible. This was a gift from my buddy Lewis from the band Steve McQueen, which you should check out. Not that their stuff's on streaming yet, but you should know about them. The next one I got thrifting as well. It's Let It Be, which look has like the sickest little gatefold imaginable with a little booklet and everything in here with like a whole bunch of pages and shit. It's like one of these paper ones which I don't really like, but it is Let It Be. I have this on vinyl and I have a tote bag of it and everything. Like, I love this album. I think I can't really say it's underrated because it's Let It Be by the Beatles, but in their canon, like I don't know. On the right day, this is better than Abbey Road, and you guys know how I feel about Abbey Road. The next one was also a bundle that I got with a shirt. It's the Utopia single. I mean, the franchise single from the early, Utopia era, when he was doing the live from Utopia stuff and all that. Obviously, I have the shirt somewhere, dicking about, which is a dope shirt. This is a great song, and it's better without MIA. Great beat. I remember not knowing how to feel about it when it came out, but I think it still holds up. It's not like one of his best songs, but it's good. The next one I also thrifted not too long ago. It's Sade's Best Of. The only reason I keep thrifting these, even though I don't have a dedicated CD player, is because I have a car, which has one. And I got a new car recently, and that car still has a CD player, thankfully, even though it has like CarPlay. So I'd like to think that like one day when it's down, or if I just want to put a whole album on, I'll have the CDs in there. It's just obviously with like the Florida heat, I kind of don't want to put them in the car, but I don't know if that really fucking matters, so I'll have to look into that. And one day I'd like to have a CD player, for the fuck of it. They're not that expensive. I just don't really have the space, and it's if we start talking about how badly I want to move, like we'll get into like this is just gonna be like 3 hours, and I mean, it's not. Again, I'll talk about it a little bit. It's not like, again, I love my home life, living at home with, with my parents, my family. It's all cool, but like, I crave my own space so bad. I'd love to get home and my charger and my shit is not taken by somebody. You know, I'd like to get home, and it's just me. I love my own company, and I feel like over the years I've grown to stop hating myself, and now I'm at a point where I love myself, and I'd love to just be alone with my thoughts and with my own, like, basically create my own world for just me that only I have access to, and that I can pick and choose who has access to it. Um, but obviously, I am in my early 20s, and I live in the South Florida housing market, and I don't have the job to move anywhere else yet. So I'm very thankful of the situation that I have here, and it's something that I can live with. But man, would that be nice? It would be really nice. Um, Starboy. I got this when I was a kid as well. I went to that tour and everything. I remember buying this, I think, at a Walmart. I asked my mom, please get it for me. Another album, it's like invincible in a lot of ways. You got songs like Party Monster, False Alarm, the title track, obviously, Ordinary Life, and Nothing Without You, Die For You. It's a classic in a way, but at the same time, like, All I Know is cool. It was great in the Mania video. I Feel Like Coming is good. Attention, though, A Lonely Night. Rockin's cool. Secrets is great. I mean, I'd argue this is maybe better than Invincible, but I mean, it's a good album still, and he's still, he's still him. And now we're down to the last two, at least that I could find. It's definitely these. I think that's it. We have, this isn't even mine. I haven't heard this album, but I still have it, so I'm gonna show it. It's Ride the Lightning, obviously. It was supposed to be a gift for somebody, and I could never get it to them, so I just kept it because I bought it in the first place, and it doesn't really matter. And I like some of the Metallica songs. I like some of the stuff on like Kill 'Em All and whatnot. I just haven't done this, and it's not like my style of metal or like that much. But I mean, it's Ride the Lightning. I'm not gonna. No. Also, I mean, the cover is like great. It's incredible. The last one is the most important one to me. My dear friend Nicholas got this for me. Thank you, Nicholas. It is Sunflower by the Beach Boys. We're gonna be here for a couple minutes. This album should have been more than it was. Obviously, it didn't do well commercially. He had the flax, if you know, of this album, and he was able to like basically make me a bootleg, as well as for himself, of it, that has the highest quality version of the album that's not even on streaming, and I mean that means a lot to me. Not just because this album's incredible, Deirdre's an incredible song. Add Some Music to Your Day is wonderful. At My Window is incredible. I mean, this is a near perfect record. But track number 8, obviously the precursor to dream pop, to a bit of shoegaze. It's one of the most important songs of all time, and it's my personal favorite song of all time. It has been for several years now. It's all I want to do. Even thinking about it, I like swell up a little bit. That song, I mean, especially with everything that's going on with myself, like the things you hold dear like that. I mean, listen to it. It's my favorite song ever. If you're here and you're still watching, listen to that song. I beg you. It's one of the best things you'll ever hear if you have ears and you like yourself, Or actually, no. The song works really well if you don't as well. It's just like the way that Brian writes about devotion. And I mean, I hate Mike Love, but the vocal is incredible. And I think from my understanding, Brian Wilson wanted a more stripped down sort of like arrangement. And I don't know who the fuck would have convinced him to make the song go over the top. Sure as hell don't think it was Mike Love. But what an incredible final product. One of the most important songs ever. And to me, it's the most important song I know. To myself. I mean, it's everything. It's if you ever wanted to know like how I love and what it is to love, everything is like it's like a Bible. Everything I know about it is in that song. It is. And I'm very grateful to have this. It's a great collection, One day, I think I'm gonna do a series. Not one day, I will do it. Fuck, like I'm one day. Like, I will do a series for the records, And for other shit, I have tons of. I'm such a hoarder. I'm not really a hoarder. I just have a lot of hobbies, you know. So I have like tons of N64 games, PS1 games, just a lot of other like console systems and shit. GameCube, you know, and I have comics and books, and I just love media. There's nothing like media consumption. It's the best shit in the world. So I mean, I have I got everything, you know. So whatever you want to see, tell me, I'll do it. And I'm gonna do it anyways. But if you know, let me know which one you want to see first. But if not, I'll pick. I'm gonna pick anyways. But yeah, I want to do my records in a series though. You know, maybe pick out an album a day or do a couple a day or something because you know it's a lot of them. But yeah, thank you for watching. It got dark outside and everything.